This morning, a unit of Marines from California getting ready to go to a war zone, but not to fight. As CBS's Priya David Clemons reports, these troops are hoping that their mission will literally bear fruit.
As U.S. Marines fight in Afghanistan to secure the peace, this is how some of them are preparing to keep the peace.
This has been your day for pomegranates.
These soldiers spent months training for the battlefields. They're spending this week training for the farm fields.
You know, you're saying that this is the ideal size?
Yeah. If the conditions are right, pomegranates will produce year after year.
Learning about soil composition and a variety of fruits, vegetables, and livestock.
I would say if we're on the constructive side versus the destructive side of the war.
Lieutenant Carl Caden started this program last year to help American troops mend fences with the Afghan people, 85% of whom are farmers.
So it was a way for folks there locally to then trust you.
Exactly. This was something that allowed our Marines to act as humans in a foreign environment.
You can see this one has a lot more flowers and potential fruit on it.
Though they're traveling thousands of miles to fight, many of these young men and women, like Corporal Brandy Weaver, have never set foot on a farm.
I grew up in the country, but not really farming.
And Major David Caldwell.
My experience, I guess, begins and ends with wine tasting.
Training takes place on the campus of Fresno State University, in the middle of California's Farm Belt.
Why Fresno? Well, in part because the soil and climate here are very similar to Afghanistan, and they grow many of the same crops, such as citrus and stone fruit, walnuts and almonds, and pomegranate.
When it started last June, the program had its share of doubters, even among some of the Marines. But
once they actually get their hands dirty, they were able to make the connection, the mental connection, and a lot of them were on board with it. All of them were on board with it.
Including the farmers. Lieutenant Caden recalls his first meeting with a local grower.
Initially, he was very closed towards us. Of course, you come in looking like RoboCop, and they're going to approach you with some trepidation.
Until the gear came off and the talk turned to farming.
He started smiling and really opening up to us. It was a great moment for us.
That's what these Marines hope to face when they deploy in the coming weeks for Afghanistan. As for Corporal Weaver, she wants to use her new skills to cultivate lasting relationships.
I never really wanted to go over there to shoot anybody. I like the idea of going over there to help them rebuild, and I'll be able to tell my kids that I did that.
Priya David Clemons, CBS News, Fresno, California.